Right, hello guys. I just want to do a quick video on Scrap. So I've been communicating with a few of my colleagues and entrepreneurs as well who are interested in doing some outbound business development sales work. And sometimes when you're doing outbound, a lot of people use LinkedIn messaging and LinkedIn email to try and get an introduction into their products and services. Usually that's ignored unless you're doing some very rigorous follow-up. Usually, based on my own experience, I think reaching into an email inbox is something where you're more likely to be visible as at the sort of introduction level, and especially if you're reaching out to someone in your target market, whether you're trying to sell services into HR, whether you're trying to reach the C-suite, or whether you're more into sort of the product development side of things, and you're trying to sort of contact someone in operations or IT or the IT function inside an organization. So Scrap is a great tool because especially if you're starting out and you're tired of sending LinkedIn messages and maybe not getting as much response, what this tool does is effectively it helps you to identify a B2B, so business to business emails, and the way it does that is by or the way that it works effectively is you download the gadget into your sort of Chrome extension, and it shows up over here. There's various different sort of pricing models depending on how rigorously you're going to use it, but especially if you're just experimenting with outbound reach, and you want to sort of get into people's inbox, and hopefully you're doing this in a way where you're adding value and you're genuinely trying to get an introduction for your products and services because you're going to add value into organizations rather than just sort of simply reaching to sort of spam people. I'm sort of completely against that type of methodology. I completely believe in adding value, and obviously if you're not being visible as a business owner or as a sort of startup entrepreneur, or even as a sales professional, you can't get your company's products and services seen or heard, etc. So Scrap, if you download this tool, it sort of pops up in your Chrome extension, and then effectively what you do is you go onto LinkedIn and you search for in this instance, say Michael Dell as an example. You then click on the Scrap button at the top, and what it does is it gives you the email that it thinks is accurate in order to reach out to these people. And what you can do is you can create your lists. So if you're sort of doing outbound reach the first hour of your day or second hour of your day, then what you can do is effectively build up your list of prospects and reach out to them. So here's another one. So these are all well-known figures or well-known people, but it's just to show you as an example. So once again, if you're reaching out to Microsoft, there's lots of other people in the chain who you can reach out to, but you sort of go on LinkedIn, and rather than sort of trying to sort of send a message on LinkedIn, what you do is you hit the Scrap button over here, and it gives you an email address which you can then draft and send out to an individual. Now, just bear in mind, these are not always 100% accurate. A lot of it is, experimentation. But based on my experience, Scrap has been a pretty good tool to have when sort of doing outbound prospecting. There's various different steps in terms of how you can sort of follow on with once you've sort of sent out the first message in order to sort of get an engagement, a response, a meeting, or call, if that's what you're looking to do. Especially these days with COVID, it's not necessarily as easy to meet in person, and it's all sort of Zoom calls at the moment. But I wanted to just record this quick video to share that with you. So hopefully it helps. And if you have any questions, then feel free to reach out to me. I'll be glad to help. Thank you.